It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and this one features the Saints' electric quarterback. Can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Saints and the Seahawks. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the 9th-year QB out of Eastern Illinois, author of 2 magical playoff runs in the last 3 seasons, Jimmy Garoppolo.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes. So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Penny. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. There's Garoppolo to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's got his tight end, Fant. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Penny will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Bringing them out, CD, in his 2nd year now out of Texas A&M. Here's Kellen Mond.
And in last week's game, you weren't sure which side was going to do the cheering when he stepped back to throw the ball,
But you knew he was going to throw it a lot.
Oh, he's going to throw it a lot. I mean, he's ended up throwing 5 touchdown passes, but his interception rate, that wasn't so terrific either. So one side was going to be cheering when he stepped back to throw it.
They did get the win, though. We'll see if they can parlay that into this week. On 1st down, here's Mond. And the catch made by Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Mon. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
The Saints had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Mon. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Here's Mon.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
This defense for the Saints, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the draw, this is Penny. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. This is the tight end Fant. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. The good pick up there of 20 yards.
Here we go.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Penny up the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket. Beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Bond looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
That's good for a Saints. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Bond going to throw it. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the draw, this is Penny. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Touchdown!
Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints coming out now to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mon. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Rashad Bateman from 10 yards out. And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. Here we go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Garoppolo. They set up the screen to Penny, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. And the Bills have taken the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. There's Chris Olave. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. We'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Kellen Mond again getting ready to quarterback his offense for this upcoming drive.
And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mon, complete. It's Johnson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Mon.
Rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Mon now off of play action.
That'll be caught. It's Rager. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Mon looks to throw on 1st down.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get this down to the 10. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Left side here, that's the tight end Fan. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. 7 yards there and a first down. And they go play action here. Mon. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Mon. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here?
Back now here live in New Orleans. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mond out of the shotgun. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
By the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Penny, a 1st down carry. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll run for it with Penny. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Rashad Penny unable to get there. And the Saints will have the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This ball complete to Rager. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Mon. Out of
of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A gain of 6. That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
A CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Penny. And some room to run now. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mon. And my goodness, another interception. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, you understand what they were thinking there, obviously. They're down big, just looking for anything to grasp onto. But what happens is they throw the pick 6, the lead gets even bigger, and that kind of feels like the exclamation mark on a very impressive victory here.
And that's where you can see things really start to snowball, right? A lot of mistakes being made. They're down big. Now they're trying to get back into it. That gives those defenders more opportunities to take advantage of even more errant throws and extend this big lead.
Mon back to the air after the pick six.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mon going to throw it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Mon looks to throw.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.